been a while since I've done a book review, so I thought while I'm out here camping, I've got a bit of time to myself. It's nice and peaceful. I might tell you about the last book I read. This is Cold Desert Sky by Reynolds. It's not the first book of his I've read. I've read another one called The Dark Inside, which was pretty good. That's why I thought I'd find another one of his. This one, if you like the old gangster era of 1940s, you might like this. Charlie Yates is a reporter and he's fleeing to Los Angeles. He's trying to hide with his wife, trying to get away from some stuff that happened before. Unfortunately, he's upset a big-time gangster called Ben Bugsy Siegel, who was a real person back then. And what Rod Reynolds does is he incorporates some of the truth and fiction to make his story. So Charlie Yates and his wife Lizzie, they're trying to keep a low profile, but at the same time, Charlie's trying to find these two missing girls. He's trying to do this lady a favour and try to find her daughter, and she was with another girl. And somehow they've got caught up in the seedy side of Hollywood and they've just disappeared. Anyway, Charlie puts his feelers out to people he knows in the newspaper industry and talks to a couple of lowlifes here and there and makes his way to Las Vegas, and he finds out that one of the girls has been killed there. He's very disappointed, but at the same time he's sort of glad that he's sort of got on the trail, and he's really desperate to save the second girl. Now these girls are only like 18 years old. They just got caught up in the hype and believed people too easily, and of course people took advantage of them, and they ended up in the prostitution racket. Even though the one that was still alive, she was pretty close to Bugsy Siegel, and he sort of convinced her that she means something to him, so she really likes him and everything. So long story short, he gets messed around by the police. He's been contacted by the FBI while he was still in Los Angeles, and they're trying to get him to work for them to take down Siegel. And it's a really complex sort of situation, and you don't know who to trust, and you don't know really who's on your side, or on who's on Charlie's side. Anyway, him and Lizzie are sort of a bit dubious to the intentions of certain law enforcement people. And in the end, Charlie has a person he's speaking to in Las Vegas. They're able to work out who gave certain information, and so he's trying to take down Siegel and find the girl at the same time. He really hates Siegel, and he hates his henchmen because he's been beaten up by them. His wife Lizzie's been assaulted by them, and because Lizzie's sister got killed a little while back, and that's what they were running from in the first place, that whole situation. So while he's in Las Vegas with Lizzie, he's got a suspicion he knows where the second girl is. With the help of a local sheriff, who he's finally starting to trust, they go to a residence. The sheriff hangs back, but Charlie goes in, guns are blazing literally, and sends everybody flying, and they all go in different directions. People get killed, girls are running in all sorts of directions, but he does find the girl he's looking for, and he's trying to tell her he's trying to get her out of this situation, and she doesn't know what to make of it. In the end, he's got the girl, and it took a while to convince her really what her situation was, because she was infatuated with Bugsy Siegel. In the end, she works out who he really is, and she's glad to be rid of him. So she's reunited with her mother, and Charlie and Liz are able to get out of there. And at the same time, Charlie still wants to take out Siegel, and in a roundabout way, he ends up at his house and confronts him, and then Siegel gets shot right in front of him. And in the real life story of Bugsy Siegel, it sort of went down a little bit like that, but not quite like that as the book portrays. So it's a pretty good book. It keeps you turning the pages, that's for sure. I liked it. It was a very good book, but at the same time, I couldn't stand Charlie Yates. He just infuriated me. Just the way he, rushes off and does things and keeps his wife Lizzie in the dark, and she's such a nice lady. And he doesn't trust anyone, but then he does, and he doesn't. His decision making is so poor, and as a result of his decision making, people end up getting killed indirectly. But he can sort of take on board some of the blame. So look, it's a good book. I really like it. Cold Desert Sky by Rod Reynolds. It's not a long book. It's 358 pages. I gave it an 8. If you like that sort of gangstery type theme, and especially if it's based loosely on a true story, then you might like this Cold Desert Sky. Thanks for watching. See you next time.